Doom 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to another show, man. It's NBA Talk with Jay. It's Monday in the NBA. We ready to get some cash. What's up with you? Today we have My God Knows a Guy, man. If y'all don't know, he has a show, NBA Betting Today, live on YouTube, pretty much every day. Hey, if you're not following him, make sure you like it and subscribe to my guy's show as well. My guy, tell him about the show and what's up with you.
Hey, thanks, bro. Good morning. Good afternoon, actually. Now where I'm at. Good morning to some people. Thanks for having me on, J Money, the legend. Yeah, we collaborate all the time. I started my own show recently called NBA Betting Today on YouTube. You guys make sure you guys check that out. More analysis, more picks, just more of what we need. And yeah, definitely check it out. The YouTube channel is called SportX Insights. So check us out. I'm gonna keep collaborating with J Money's gonna come on with us. J Money's gonna come on with
Yeah,
us. Let's
yeah.
get to it. He's hitting the Bulls. The Bulls.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I forgot you switched the name of the show. I know the YouTube name. Your name is SportX Insights, but I know the show. You still like to call it NBA Betting Today, but it's
Yeah,
NBA
the
Betting
show is
Today
NBA betting
with.
today.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
But you look at SportX Insights, go and follow them on Twitter, everything, man. It's a whole movement over there, you know what I'm saying, for the people, man. Sports books for the people, my folks with crypto shit, man. It's big dog. But all right, what you say, man, let's get into today, man. We don't, you know what I'm saying? It's all business, man. It's all business.
All
Let's get
business.
to it, bro.
Let's
First
get to
game
it,
up,
bro.
man. Top game. Revenge game. The C's. You dig what I'm saying? I got the green on, man. Might go pick some 4 leaf clovers or some shit outside, 3 leaf clovers, whatever. I like the Celtics today, my guys. Bounce back game. Obviously, last game they were up 19. I was watching the game. They just literally they let their foot off the gas. It was a back-to-back for them. They came out there and handled business. You know what I'm saying? The Cavs just relentless, play good defense, started to hit some shots. Rubio started to get hot. Mobley's a damn good player. I must say, I respect the hell out of Mobley, but there was more on the Celtics pissing that game away. They got too comfortable. They took, like I say, they got relaxed in the game. The Cavs, the home momentum, they took it. You know, when they got down to a 9-point lead, I live bet the Cavs. I saw that they were going to come back and win, and even then, they still almost pissed it away. But regardless, I took the Celtics -2. I still like -2.5. I took the first half as well -1. My guy, could you talk me off here? I like the Celtics here in the bounce back spot, and I said it the other
Yeah,
day. Whoever lose their game, we're taking them the next game. Simple.
I'm with you. I bet the Celtics -2.5. I like the Celtics today to bounce back against the Cavaliers. This team is a sneaky team. The Cavs. They're sneaky. They've covered quite a few games. They're 10-3. But I just feel like talent wise, the loss of Sexton in aggregate is going to catch up to them at some point. The other day, Josh Richardson, Al Horford didn't play. You see they're activated today. You told me you watched the game the other day as well.
Yep.
Al Horford's his absence was missed. His absence
You're
was
right.
missed. I just feel like this Cavs team, not only will they come back down to earth, and I'm actually a believer in them overall, like stepping up into the middle tier of the NBA. I bet them over 27.5 wins for the season. But
Cash it.
yeah, I think they're off to a flying start for that. But I just feel like now they're going to start to regress. Now they're going
Yeah.
to start to regress. The average age of the starting five is 22 years old. I just don't think that what they're doing right now is too sustainable. The Celtics, after losses to these more inferior teams, they generally bounce back, and we're seeing it a lot. Jay, are you seeing it this season in the second end of a back-to-back when the two teams play each other? The second game, it's cashing at a high rate, for the team that lost in the first spot, as long as the lineups remain consistent. It's cashing at a high
Exactly.
rate.
Yeah, it's been like that the past few years. I don't know if you guys noticed. It's usually the spot where I'll take the team. Don't get it twisted, guys. The Cavs are playing really well right now. They're at the house. They're playing on one. That I don't think that this is sustainable in my opinion. They did so. Kevin Love's not playing right now. Obviously, they lost Colin Sexton, which they've won both games since he's dropped. But then Windler as well, Dylan Windler, another guy, 3-and-D type of guy for them, young guy, but he plays really hard. They're buying into bigger staff's offense, but regardless, they're starting to drop some guys, and I think at some point that they will slip up. I think this is the spot. Like I say, they caught the Celtics napping the last game. They were on the back-to-back, so they ran out of gas there in the second half, and they just got hot from three. They were just playing harder than the Celtics. The Celtics were real down on themselves after that game. Robert Williams III saying, "Hey, look, we can't do that. That was soft of us. We got to come back with some. We got to play harder, play all 48 minutes." So I like what I was seeing with the quotes. I like the matchups. My guy made a really good point there. No Richardson and no Horford the last time. Now you get a full squad. They're pissed off. They're coming back saying, hey, look, we got to come same arena. They got to come to play, my guys. Appreciate you, Jeff. My guy got that Smack City shirt. I appreciate you, my brother. But yeah, Celtics for me, first half full game. The C's bounce back game. Let's cash it. I love that we're on the same side in this one, my guy. Let's go to
that's what's up. Let's cash it, bro.
Let's go to some. Yeah, I want to talk about the. I'm gonna defer to you for some of these other games because other than the Raptors Blazers, I didn't have a ton. I got a few leans like in the Knicks and then the Nuggets and Mavs game. But this, I just want to talk about every game. So if you have some on this Kings and Pistons game, my guy, I want to stay away from this one. I'm seeing stuff coming out with Luke Walton. We know he probably shouldn't be the coach over there, but they're saying, hey, if this slide continues, that they'll probably be looking towards getting rid of him. What are we doing here? Why did you fucking bring him back? All right,
Luke
what are
Walton,
we doing?
Hey, it's one of the more mysterious coaching tenures in the NBA. Luke Walton's a bum. The Kings, they have talent on the roster, but sometimes it's the person who's managing that talent, who's organizing that talent. Luke Walton, over the course of time, just hasn't gotten it done. I believe that comeback win from the Thunder, if you go back and watch the tape, it was atrocious. It was atrocious. They can't be trusted for a full four quarters. They either flop at the beginning of a game and have to come back and cover, or they get off to a hot start. They allow teams to come back. In this game, though, I feel the Pistons upset the Raptors the other day on the road. They scored 127. If I were to bet on this game, I would lean towards the Pistons team total under in this game. I just feel like with their body of work over time, with the offense, they hit a really high clip of their threes in that game. I don't think that's sustainable for the Pistons. I think maybe they crash down to earth. I lean towards the Kings, but not too much on this one for me, Jay. Like in terms of actual bets, I didn't bet on it, but those are my thoughts.
Yeah, I'd love to. Well, I would love to. I would be on. It's Kings or nothing for me here. It's hard to trust them. They always come out hot in the first half. I think the Kings in the first half is another strong look. I do think they'll. So we got two teams today, right? The Kings. They pissed it. I was on the Kings Friday. I had my first quarter, first half, full game. We cashed the first quarter, first half with ease. The full game, I could see them pissing away mile away. It was
against the Thunder.
Yeah, I should have live bet the Thunder because I knew that the Kings were going to piss it away. But it is what I'm still pissed off from that. And then the Pistons, they had a step up game. They went over there. We know. I told people when Casey goes to Toronto for a period, when he faces the Raptors, he will always have some extra incentive after he won Coach of the Year, and then they fired him. But regards to that, the Pistons coming in here, like I told you, when missing Olynyk, the Pistons are going to look different. I know they beat the Raptors. This is a bad team right now, in my opinion. I know they got Kate Cunningham. They will miss Kelly Olynyk off the bench Friday. You're hip to that. You know what Olynyk brings to their team. I think the Kings will get it done. I'm staying off of it. I may sprinkle on Kings first half. I want to, man. I can't. This fucking team. They may want. It's a different dynamic. They may lose, so they can get Walton fired. Like that's always a hidden. When people don't like to coach, when the players don't like to coach, they could possibly start to lose, so he can't get fired, bro. So
at the end of the day, De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield, they're locked in. They got paid.
Yeah, exactly.
They got paid.
I don't like Hield. I don't like Buddy Hield.
They're probably both high value trade acquisition targets. I don't think Buddy Hield plays both sides of the ball. He doesn't play both sides of the ball. I'm not even gonna watch this game.
Yeah, Buddy Hield. I don't know what to say about him. Like he doesn't have any trade value, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the NBA games, man. We liking the Celtics. I lean Kings early. That's the only way. I'm not betting Kings first full game for the foreseeable future, but I do lean them first quarter, first half. Next game, Pelicans versus Wizards here Friday. Like you said, I was watching the show. You said mob game. Hey, they got Brandon Ingram back, and you saw it. They were very happy that they got him back. Got the win over the Grizzlies. What do you say about this one? Do you think the Wizards can continue this high streak? We know that they were been undervalued, playing well. They are without Beal once again here. Do you think this line is short, or do you think it's suspect?
I think the Wizards are. I lean towards the Wizards tonight. I said it earlier. I lean towards this team tonight, even without Bradley Beal. I go back towards the game against the Hawks as a sample, as a reference point when Beal was out that night. The rest of this team, they can still get it done. This Pelicans team, they had a sudden infusion of talent with Brandon Ingram the other day. But I don't think, the Grizzlies, man, that game the other night was more about the Grizzlies than the Pelicans to me.
I don't know.
The Grizzlies have some problems.
The Grizzlies have some problems, bro, but I'm going to tell you, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about the Pelicans. They're not. I don't think they're the worst team in the league, guys. And obviously, they were in shambles without Ingram, without Zion for a while. We still don't know when Zion's coming back. You saw it when Ingram and the team. I can't tell you the Pelicans play a lot better at the house as well. It's just something I don't know why they're one of those teams that play a lot better in the front of their crowd. I don't know if it's some voodoo shit or what, but when they got Ingram back, I don't think that was on the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies were just coming off getting stomped by 30. I think that was more of on the Pelicans. They came to play. I do think I'm not taking the Pelicans today, and I don't even lean their way, but I do think the Pelicans are due to go on the street. They got Ingram back. When they get Zion back, I do think they're due for some positive regression, in my opinion. I think the Pelicans, I don't think they're this bad. They're due to cluster some wins after all those losses. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised if the Pelicans won today. I'm not betting this game. I'm staying far away from the Pelicans, but I do want to let you. I don't think that they're this bad. I don't think they're worse in the league, and I think they're due for some wins, my guys. Next game up, we got the Hawks versus the Magic. You talk about another team. There was on a losing streak. They were on a losing streak, right? They're due to come up on a win streak. I'm not laying the 10.5 with them tonight, Friday. Obviously, they're coming off a huge game versus the Bucks last night. That's the only way I could look here. I think the Hawks are going to get hot here on this homestand.
I think so as well. I think we use the terminology turning the corner, right? The Hawks may have turned the corner yesterday. They were really in the dirt. They took a lot of people's money over the course of this season. They were basically the least profitable team in the NBA up until this point. It could have been a turning point for them yesterday. This team with the Magic, though, they do have some defensive pieces on the team. Their problem has been offense, especially at three-point shooting. A lot of their guys are out. They're playing different lineups. They do have Chuma Okeke back in the lineup. It's a divisional matchup. I think the Hawks will probably keep it rolling. I lean more towards a higher scoring game here, though. Maybe the Magic can keep it close in the first half, have a clean offensive game, because some of these teams at the bottom, it's almost like a cycle. They're playing a couple of really bad offensive games, and then they pop off for a game. They're familiar opponents. I think the Hawks cover here, but I didn't bet this one, and I didn't actually pay it too much attention because I like you said, I want to observe the Hawks over these next few games and see if yesterday was a one-off because it was a revenge game against the Bucks, or did this team really turn the corner like we said?
Exactly. No, I'm with you on that. My problem with the Magic is they'll usually drop two. They'll drop 2 or 3 straight, and then they'll come with the representative effort, with a really strong effort. They have dropped 2 straight, but still, I think that the Hawks were losing so long. Trey talked about it in his interviews. He was saying, we need to get back to the house. We can't wait till we're back home playing in front of the fans. Maybe that'll help. They smacked the Bucks yesterday by 20 with ease. I do think they'll keep it going. So back-to-back, they didn't have to travel. I do think the Hawks will keep it going. I'm not laying the double digits with them, though, here in this fight, but the only way I could look is the Hawks. And talk about these Knicks, man. You talk about there was 2 teams the other day I went trifecta spot. Cashed the first quarter, first half with the Kings and the Knicks. Both teams pissed away double digits leads and they really pissed me off.
The Knicks one was crazier. They had a very sizable lead.
What the fuck are we doing? So I know that the Knicks weren't going to be as good as they were last year, right? But their defense is terrible. I tried to give Kemba Walker, I tried not to be too hard on him, but good God, man, this guy's, oh boy. I feel like they lost that Hornets game because of Kemba Walker's defense alone, bro. I don't know. I'm starting not to like the signing, bro. Like, you know how the coaches do the offense, defense subs? That's what they do with Walker. Every fucking play. Use all your timeouts, fouls, whatever. Sub his ass out every time defensively, bro. Come on, man. What are we doing?
I feel your pain, bro. The second half flip is crazy. I do want to say that my friend, he said the other day, to me it was funny. He said live betting ruined the NBA. I think it makes it more exciting, but some people really think live betting ruined the NBA, bro. But the Knicks, this team, their offense is in the dirt. I think that the Kemba Walker signing, it's okay because it doesn't eat too much into the cap. But I'm on record as saying that Evan Fournier is a net negative. There's a reason the Celtics let him walk like he's used goods. The Knicks fans, they were hating my guts. I said the Raptors are going to have a better regular season record than the Knicks this season. That no one agreed with it, and I think there's still more than a 50% chance of that happening with the way they're playing right now. But that's not an endorsement of the picks right now. Let me get off the Knicks. I feel like their offense today, they're playing a team that's not as good defensively in the Pacers. I think their offense can get it together today against this Pacers team. No pick for me in this game, but I won't be surprised if the Knicks offense looks better today. Maybe some team total activity with the Knicks, because at the end of the day, I lean on coaching, Jay. Tom Thibodeau. Teams that do go in these slumps, when they have solidified coaches like Tom Thibodeau, who obviously doesn't have a championship head coach yet, they do have these offensive explosions when they put in these dud performances back to back.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to cover, right? But I just feel like they're going to score today, and maybe it'll be a higher scoring game for the Knicks.
Yeah, those are facts there, man. I'll be honest. So the Pacers have been hot. They've gotten hot. We talk about it, man. They went through a losing streak. Excuse me. Now they're on a win streak. They still 2-6 on the road. Not the greatest team on the road, in my opinion. But Duarte, one of their rookie starters, he is questionable this game. They're coming off 2 straight wins. Only way I could look is Knicks here. I'd like to look towards them early. I've come in a couple of bad outings. Even the last time at the house, they're coming off a loss. Last time at the house as well. So I'd like to lean Knicks here, first quarter, first half. That's the only way I'd be looking at this, looking to in this game. And if I'm not mistaken, they just lost to them as well. This is a revenge spot as well. They just lost to the Pacers November 3rd.
Yep.
So almost 2 weeks ago, 111-98.
I split that night. I split
Pacers,
that night on the halftime bet and full game bet. The Pacers took my money that night.
Pacers came out and smacked them up. Yeah. I like to lean Knicks, man. I'm not sure. I'll be honest. I'm not sure what's going on with them right now. You have a point there. So I'm not a fan of the Kemba Walker over there. You're not a fan of Evan Fournier. That's their starting backcourt. What are we doing? Do we need to see R.J. Barrett, D. Rose after starting, and Fournier and the Walker as the bench players?
They should trade Fournier before the Knicks fans realize he's not worth anything. Make Kemba Walker the sixth man. Make Kemba Walker the sixth man.
My guy is super low on Fournier.
No, send him to some. He's not it. I'm telling you, Evan Fournier. Yeah. He could even spaz tonight. I don't care. He's gonna do it once every 4 games and trick the fan base. Evan Fournier is just not the efficient guy. They need to trade him, make Kemba the sixth man, and start Derrick Rose with R.J. Barrett. Then they'll win.
You know what?
Tell them come consult us, Jay. Tell them to come consult us.
No, I'm with you on that. Shit, they could pay us $100,000. The Knicks, we talking trash about them. They probably gonna come to play today, man. I'll tell you this right now. It's the only way I'm looking.
I said they'd score tonight.
That's the only way I look. Bounce back off a couple straight losses, and hopefully Tibbs get into their ass. Revenge spot, much deeper team in my opinion. You'd like to say better defense, not this year though. Not this year. Knicks. I lean Knicks first quarter, first half. I'm with you on that. Yeah, coaching. Let's go to the next game, man. Give them damn Knicks. Let's go to the Mavs versus Nuggets, man. I'll be honest. I love my Mavs squad. I don't know if they should be laying 4.5. I'll be honest. We're not better than the Nuggets. I know it's a revenge spot. We got smacked by 30 not too long ago in Denver. I believe there was a back-to-back spot for us. But regardless, even though it's a back-to-back spot, we got smacked by them. I do think that the Nuggets are a little too hot right now, in my opinion. And what do you see yesterday with a team at the house for a while? They go on the road. Maybe not so hot. Sorry to everyone that took the Warriors yesterday, but it's tough when you're a West Coast team. You go out on the East Coast, first game after like 7-8 straight games. It's a tough environmental shift. Now the Nuggets, they were at the house for 5 straight games, my guy. Won all 5 games. They're hot right now. They blew out the Blazers 124-95 yesterday. What do you think about this one? You think are the Mavs favored by too much, or can the Nuggets keep it going?
I'm not going to say the Mavs are favored by too much. Yeah, you can hear me, right? Yeah. I'm not going to – maybe my thing's stuttering, but either way it's cool as long as you can hear me. I'm not going to say the Mavs are favored by too much in this scenario, but this Nuggets team is playing with a chip on its shoulder due to the circumstances that they're facing. They gave Michael Porter Jr. $207 million if he fulfills his contract. He immediately suffers a back injury. Nikola Jokic – he had a slight knee issue, played through it, had some big performances. Then they slipped a bit, But since since he was ejected from that game and had the scuffle, the incident with Markieff Morris and was suspended, I'm seeing Jokic playing. He's going at it, bro. He's going at it. He's not managing. No load managing for Jokic, bro. That's one thing I do respect about this guy. No look for me on the spread in this game. But I do think, partially because of the sudden change in environment, like you said, one of my plays today is the under in this game. I'm taking the under 210 between the Nuggets and the Mavericks. I know that's really low, especially for 2 Western Conference playoff teams. but I feel like it's going to be another low scoring game like the first meeting. This Nuggets team they're struggling from the 3-point line. They did break out last night, but I feel like it's going to be another low scoring game. Give me the under. Give me the under in this one. And then on the flip side too, the Nuggets, they have a pretty good defense, Jay. They have a pretty good defense. No, it seems like regardless of who they start, they're playing different lineups. This Nuggets team. I don't know. I'm learning more about them right now, but I like the under in this one.
No, I'm with you on that. They definitely off the bench. They definitely have the defenders coming out there. Aaron Gordon has been a very good defender for them as well. Guys like Jeff Green. Not sure what's up with Will Barton. I believe he was questionable yesterday or something like that. But regardless, man,
I'll look it up while you talk.
this is a tough game, man. I'd like to say, we can't just say because the line is here for a reason, right? And there's some of that in there, like a good 2 points is for the simple fact that the Nuggets are on the back-to-back, but still the Nuggets. So I guess it's supposed to flip that much because it was 2 point extra last time when the Mavs were on the back-to-back in Denver. So it's probably even 3 points shaded to that because of the altitude or whatever. And then now you have the Mavericks who's been sitting at the house. They have the rest advantage. They have revenge, and the Nuggets on the back-to-back. So it's tough to say. My homeboy texted me this morning, was like, hey, I lean the Nuggets. And I said, I was like, yeah, I kind of lean that way too. It's too many points. And I'm getting to look at it deeper. I'm like, the Mavs could really come out with something here. And I'd like to say I lean the Mavs, but this is when I stay off of. A good game to watch, not something I've been on. Maybe right with my guy on the total there with the under. I could definitely see that hidden because the Mavs, their offense hadn't been super strong. They've been deferring to Jalen Brunson. So it's a game of really good matchups against each other. It's really kind of similar type of teams, in my opinion. Couldn't talk anyone out of taking the points. I personally, Mavs, couldn't talk anyone out of taking the points, though. And I definitely like that under with my guy Friday. Nuggets, first game on the road after 5 straight games at the house. They should struggle offensively here Friday.
You noticed a shift in pace with the Mavs this year with Jason Kidd? Like a shift. It's a slower pace in most of their games.
He's a defensive type of guy. Yeah, I don't know, man. When Jason Kidd won the championship with the Mavs, he was the starting point guard. He was like one of the better defenders for the squad as well. Let's go to this Rockets versus Grizzlies Friday. We got the Grizzlies laying 11 at the house. What is going on with the Grizzlies and the Knicks, man? I need to see more of them before I can I'm not laying 11. The Rockets are hapless. Rockets on a back-to-back. The Grizzlies are off a couple of bad losses. You'd like to say Grizzlies are not. What are we doing here Friday?
This is a tough one on the spread. The spread indicates that the odds makers think that this is the game. The third game
Smack
with Dylan Brooks back is Smack City. Like, Dylan Brooks is back. The first 2 games were mob games. The third one, it's the correction game. Everything they figure it out. I think the safer bet for me in this game is the Grizzlies team total over 115. Jay, I feel like their offense will get it together today, and even if they don't cover the number, let's say there's a backdoor cover, or the Rockets hang in there. I think that with the showing that they had against the Pelicans, they're coming back home. I think we just their shots didn't drop. It was crazy. Like, they missed a lot of good looks. Their shot was super flat in that Pelicans game. I feel like the Grizzlies team total is in play. Maybe the full game over as well, 219. But I like the Grizzlies team total 115 over.
Yeah, I like
win or lose, I think that their offense looks cleaner today.
Yeah, we know the Rockets not necessarily the best defensive team out there as well. That's a damn good look. Well, you said Grizzlies team total over what?
115.
115. That's a damn good look, my guy. I definitely see that cash. They should put up $120 on these bums. Let's go to the Suns versus Timberwolves here. The Suns been hot, bro. They've been red hot. The Timberwolves back at the house. Suns. Yeah, they are. They almost looking. Hey. They almost look like the Suns from last year right now, bro. I believe, Aiden is still out. This is a back-to-back spot for the Suns. They do go from Houston up to Minnesota. Not necessarily the best travel spot for me, in my opinion. I think they're due to drop one. This is third game in 4 nights, all on the road, all with travel for the Suns. I think the tough spot for them landing points on the road. I'd like to say I want to go with the Timberwolves here. Not the best defensive team, in my opinion. Friday, I think they might stop the streak today. I didn't bet it, but I do heavy lean to Timberwolves here. And it's tough going against a super hot team, but I feel like if there's going to be a spot, you want to fade them on the road when it's third game in 4 nights. What you think?
The
Am
Suns
I crazy?
are red hot.
They are.
A grain of salt, though, everyone. We look at the surface level stats. A lot of people look at the box scores, the surface level. They don't really go back and look at the schedule, recent schedule. The Suns' schedule got super easy. And I'm actually big on the Suns this year. I think they have a great shot to go back to the Western Conference Finals. I feel like their schedule got really easy, but they handled their business. They're winning a lot of games. But we see yesterday who are the other teams that were also on similar streaks: the Clippers and the Warriors. Jay was just talking about the Warriors. The other team was the Clippers. He bet against them last night. It's getting difficult in the early season environment to let's see if anyone. I'm not sure if they can sustain the winning streak, but I trust them more than I do the Clippers. For me, it's Suns or nothing. But one caveat, Jay, in this game is the Ayton. This might be, even though their recent schedule got really easy, this might be the only game where in that recent schedule where Ayton's absence actually matters because they're playing against Towns. It's not like it mattered against some of these other teams. They were able to lean on their perimeter defense. Towns is a different story, but it's still Suns or nothing. I didn't bet it. I feel like I missed the train. I would have preferred to bet on the Suns at the beginning of this win streak. We can all say that, right? But,
Exactly.
It's going to end, and then maybe we can jump back on the Suns train. But hey, Suns Warriors Western Conference Finals, man. Suns
Yeah,
Warriors,
I can see it.
Suns
I can see
Warriors.
it. I can see it. So I don't necessarily like the spot for the Timberwolves, man. First game back at the house after a 4-game road trip, even though it was on the West Coast, not terribly far from them, but still, they only went 1-3 on the road trip. So I do think the Timberwolves, now they got Russell back, they're due to come up. We saw them smack the shit out of the Lakers. They were down 11 in the first quarter, came back, smacked them by 24. Then next night they got smacked up by the Clippers. Don't hold them too much from that. Oh, we got somebody watching from India. That's some big dog shit, man. Hit the like button, please. Subscribe.
Hey, what's up? Hey, run up that like button. Run up that like button for J Money.
Share the show, man. Share the show. I can get the subtitles put in Indian too, man. Hey, but I appreciate you. I appreciate that. Let's see. We got the Timberwolves. So look, I don't like the Clippers just own them, right? The Clippers just have beat the Timberwolves 3 straight times this season. They simply own them. I think the Timberwolves will come back. I think the Timberwolves come back with a representative effort here. I think the Suns been way too hot. I've bet on them a lot during this streak. They're on the back-to-back. I think the Timberwolves are catching them a good spot. That line is low for a reason, my guys.
I think Chris Paul's going to have a good game because he's playing against Patrick Beverley, who pushed him in the back, everyone.
I don't think so.
I think
Chris Paul is old, bro. He's playing on a back-to-back. Chris Paul, you know what? They might rest somebody.
Even if they lose. You think so? Because the line's short. The
Suns may rest somebody tonight. 3rd game in 4 nights, all on the road. Absolute meaningless game, back-to-back. Who gives a damn about the Timberwolves? You're on an 8-game win streak. I could see, don't be a bit surprised they rest somebody tonight. Going from Houston up to Minnesota. Now, they didn't play a ton of minutes last night. Just real quick, I got to see Chris Paul, 30 minutes last night. Why are you playing 30 minutes in a meaningless game? Booker, 31 minutes. Bridges, 31 minutes. Why?
Chris Paul needs to come out here and drop 20 tonight. Chris Paul needs to come out here and drop 20 on Patrick Beverley tonight.
Yeah.
Even if they get blown out. Even if the Suns get blown out.
They're not getting blown out. I think the Timberwolves going to come with some representative here. You see that line open up at 3. That kind of look like, come on, Friday, we be on the contrary. That kind of like a trap spot to me, bro. 8-game win streak. They're laying 3. It would touch 4, back down to 3.5.
That's the most suspicious line on the board.
73% of the public right now on the Suns. It looks easy.
It looks super easy, and it's definitely the most suspicious line on the board. Got someone else watching from Dubai, Jay.
Where? Oh, I got to see this. Not so fast. What's the guy that says not so fast?
I think my chat might be behind yours.
Now let me see. No, we finna get to the next game. So Heat Thunder. I'm gonna find it real quick. We gotta get through these games. Heat Thunder. Good God. So they land 9. Last game of a 5-game road trip. The Heat may not. In theory, they should smack them up easily. Like I say, last game of a 5-game road trip, I'm not laying the 9 on the road. It's Heat or nothing for me. I think that OKC, after covering 5 straight games, we saw them drop one yesterday versus the Nets. Obviously, they're due to regress. I'm staying away from this one, Friday. What you think? My guy in the chat says, Jay, don't bet on Wolves. Like, it's not my money.
Which game, the Bulls and the Lakers, Jay?
No, Heat Thunder.
Oh, this one is another one I lean under in. But I'm gonna wait for some more information in this game. I think this could be another under, everyone. I think the Heat could come in and stifle these guys, not even allow them to score 90 at home tonight. It's very possible, very possible.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. The Heat definitely one of the better defensive teams in the league. The Thunder are not strong offensively. They're not a bad defensive team as well. Definitely could see this under coming through
I
Friday.
want
I
Bam in the
do.
game though for the under. You know, I know
Yeah,
that sounds weird.
exactly.
People will take the
I'm a
over if
firm
Bam
believer.
if he's playing. I'll take the under if Bam's playing. If he's out, the game might go over. I might stay away. You know, if he's out.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, because then the pace will be a lot higher. Uh, the Thunder just got blown out at home by the Nets.
By the Nets.
Their 3-point defense is not it right now, even in the games that they're winning.
Hero could go nuts.
Hero
Hero
could go
and,
nuts.
and Hero and Duncan Robinson could go crazy. They could
Tyreek,
go
what
crazy. What's up, my guy Tyree? Let's go ahead and finish, man. Yeah, you guys know the only way I could look at that last game of 5-game road trip, not laying 9 points on the road, even as the Thunder who've been a little bit better. But let's talk about these Raptors and Blazers, guys. Guys, so the Blazers, they're ballers at the house. They're 5-1, right? I think this is a terrible. I don't like the fact that Billups. I think the guys may be a little pissed off at Billups right now. He's popping up at the mouth again, whether they're playing with good energy or not. He is supposed to say something. I don't know, but they already kind of don't like him. And then, you know what I'm saying? He's saying shit like that. This is the 10th game in 16 days for the Blazers. Back-to-back five games in 7 nights sets. This is the 5th game in 7 nights. They were on the road for 4 of the games. Now they come back to the house, coming from Denver in a back-to-back spot. It's an absolute terrible spot for the Blazers here. I don't want to go official with the Raptors, but I sprinkled on Raptors plus 105 Friday. I know you couldn't talk me out of it. Obviously, they just lost to the Pistons without having Fred VanVleet out there. The Fred VanVleet and Precious Achua, they didn't play. I know they're questionable. They should come back here. You got that Gary Trent versus Powell. Bro, Dame is gonna play. He's gonna play. They're probably gonna rest CJ though. I said this yesterday. Dame said out yesterday. They're probably gonna play him and rest CJ tonight. I could see it.
This is an injury report game. You guys see the backdrop behind me. I'm in Scotiabank Arena right now. I am a Raptors fan. Jay knows this. But hey, had some mixed results with the Raptors so far this season, but we're hitting them in the right spots. Scheduling wise, I think the Raptors tonight they're gonna have a representative effort especially in the first half. Van Vliet missed the game against the Pistons. That caught a lot of bettors off guard with the timing of the information. They laid an egg at home. The Raptors are 5-1 on the road against the spread. They're road warriors. We know they're acclimated to playing in a non-home environment after spending a year in Tampa Bay, Florida. So I think we're going to get more profitable results from the Raptors. But I do want to say that the backcourt of the Blazers has performed really, really well against the Blazers. Against the Raptors over the years. That's the only case I can make for the Blazers. They do pop off. It seems like the Raptors, they've got off to really good starts against this team and faded off later in the game. But I feel like after we allowed 127 points at home to the Detroit Pistons, that it could be Raptors and under tonight. It could be Raptors and under. It could be Raptors and the under tonight. Scotty, lock him down. Lock him down.
Scotty got him. Spot him, got him.
We just allowed 127 points to the Pistons, guys. We need to. We're locking shit down tonight.
Yeah, this is the only case that I could make for the Raptors. I don't necessarily like that it's their first road game on the West Coast and it's a late game. Like I really don't like that. There's something I've started to figure out this year, guys. This will be something we'll be paying attention to. When the Eastern Coast team goes on the West Coast and plays a late night type game, your body clock is super late. So this game is 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they're going to be playing when in the game it's going to be like 2 o'clock in the morning to these guys. So hopefully they went over there yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Got acclimated to the time, but still it's still a lot different from you playing early games than you playing the late game and been on a totally different time schedule. You see what I'm saying? So I hope that makes sense to you guys. It's just psychologically thinking. You see what I'm saying? I don't really think it's possibly built into the spread. That doesn't take out the fact this is an absolute fatigue spot for the Blazers. They're already not a great defensive team. They're already like a run and gun type of team. So, and they're coming off a back-to-back in high altitude. The guys didn't play a ton of minutes, but I still sprinkled on Raptors plus 1.5. I don't care, man. It's a terrible spot for the Blazers.
I had this one listed for live betting too, Jay. If the Raptors do have by any chance, not to dissuade anyone from your first quarter bet, if the Raptors do get off to maybe a bad start, you can get an inflated number +6, +7, +8. You know.
My guy said Dame ain't been the same. Hey, Dame ain't been the same since Hulu.
He hasn't been the same since he started doing the Modelo beer commercials.
Stop
that one caught me off guard. I swear, Dame, he's living a comfortable life right now. I'm not going to say he's regressing. He still has his abilities. You can see it. You see it. It's just the fire is not there right now because of what's going on with the team.
He doesn't want to play in Portland anymore. He doesn't want to play for Billups. I told y'all this shit before the season, man. I told y'all this. I'm not surprised, but I am a bit surprised that the Blazers have been so good at the house, though. But I'm not surprised. On the road, good God. I mean, they're terrible, man. And I just think this is the game that they're going to drop one at the house, in my opinion. They're going to be 5-2 at the house after tonight.
Raptors nice little nightcap game to watch. End the night off.
They finna Gall apology. I think she say she got a channel on YouTube. I think that's a she, man. So hey, I don't know. I don't want to disrespect nobody. If it is a he, or if you got your lady up there, it's your what's called. But we appreciate everybody for tuning in, no matter where you're watching from, my guys. We appreciate your opportunity. Come on, let's get to this Bulls and Lakers, man. I love the Bulls. I like the Bulls, man. I got to go to Chicago one day, man. To go to George Store, go to the George Statue Outlet, man. I like the Bulls, though. It's a tough game Friday. It's a back-to-back for the Bulls, 3 and 4 nights, but they didn't travel anywhere. Same arena, right? I think the Lakers could drop this one. I do. You got Caruso coming back. He's going to have extra incentive here. DeRozan, the Lakers didn't pick him up. He's going to have extra incentive here. They are missing Vucevic. That is going to hurt them, right? The Bulls not having any size is going to hurt them tonight. DeAndre Jordan, Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, they will eat. The guards will eat. DeRozan, Levine, and Lonzo will also eat those. So this is a tough game. I can't wait to watch it here Friday. What you think about this game, bro? Who's going to win?
Last night was a better matchup. I think you hit it right on the head yesterday during your show, Jay, talking about how even though Vucevic was out, that they might be able to absorb that against the Clippers, because the Clippers, they don't really have a dominant big man. Zubac, exactly. I'm a fan of Zubac though.
Hardenstein too. Hardenstein off the bench, he's a beast too.
I'm a fan. Hardenstein as well, but I think the Lakers they pose a much bigger threat to the Bulls on the front line. But I still think, man, DeRozan's looking great. I lean towards more some Zach LaVine props in this game. I lean towards the Bulls. I did not bet on this one. I'm waiting for the season to progress before I jump into these Lakers games. But I lean Bulls, and I lean towards some Zach LaVine props. He didn't have a clean game last night, although he popped off late. It was a DeRozan night last night. I think tonight is the Zach LaVine night. They're definitely alternating on their points prop totals. It's Zach LaVine's turn tonight to drop 30 on the Lakers tonight.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. LaVine, you want to look Lonzo Ball as well coming back to the house. He has extra incentive. Lonzo,
DeRozan's been absolutely going crazy.
Bro, DeRozan is like fucking Jordan or something right now. He's like the new Kawhi or something. Not defensively, but
he said he preserved his body in San Antonio. I don't know if that was a diss. God. Was that a diss to the Spurs? I don't know. He said he preserved.
I might have to get my hair like DeRozan the way that motherfucker playing right now, boy.
He's looking like one of the best players in the NBA right now. Facts.
What are we doing right here? Good God. I like what the Bulls are doing. They may need to keep Vooch out. The Bulls on the way I'm looking. They should get 8 up in the paint. You want to look towards AD props. You want to look towards Dwight Howard, maybe some rebounds, something like that if they have it. But AD props for sure, rebounds. The bigs will eat for the Lakers, in my opinion. But Westbrook's likely getting locked up tonight. Lonzo Ball's a damn good defender. LaVine, I don't know who they're going to throw at him, because this Lakers team, as far as wing defenders, I don't know. I'm not sure about this Lakers. Earlier I said the Lakers would be, I don't know. They're still missing some guys, man. Horton Tucker. Avery Bradley's a damn good defender. Carmelo, stop it. Barbecue chicken.
Taylor. I think the barbecue chicken. I think the Bulls are going to lose the rebounding battle today, but they're just going to speed it up. It's going to be a faster game than the Clippers game. To make up for it, they're going to. Yeah,
well, the Clippers are a lot better defensively than the Lakers, if you ask me. They're a lot more like they have mainly Bledsoe and Paul George are top level defenders. They are, and the Bulls Still got on their ass. But that's the only way I can look at this one. Is Bulls, man. That's for me. It for me Friday. I'll go with. I'll tell you guys, the Raptors, it's a funky spot. I don't like the fact they're on the West Coast. It's a late game, body clock like 2 o'clock in the morning. It's still that terrible of a spot for the Blazers. I sprinkled on Raptors plus 105. The line is likely to move as well. There possibly could be Dame will probably get ruled in. I could possibly see CJ or someone else, maybe a Powell ruled out for the Blazers. But Fred Van Fleet and Achua should get ruled in here. They would know Van Fleet was basically just resting. So you can see this line move. Couldn't talk anyone out of live betting this one, but Celtics first half full game for me, my guys. -1, -2. I'll go official with the -2.5. That's the market line Friday. What we doing? Any leans, props, and official plays? Break them off.
Okay, yeah. Great looks, Jay. I'm definitely aligned with you on the Celtics play as well. The Bulls game, maybe we can get some cash early in the day, and I'll look towards that on the later games. Definitely watching the Lakers games to study as much as I can about this team moving forward. For me, I'm gonna run with the Celtics -2.5 today, and then I'm gonna put less on the under in the Nuggets Mavericks game at under 210, and I'm gonna take the over Grizzlies team total. Over 115. I maybe don't bet too much on that one, but I think that they're going to correct their offensive woes tonight against the Rockets, and whether they cover or not, I think that their offense will look a lot better tonight. That's what I got today.
I love the plays, man. If y'all didn't know, man, my God knows a guy, a sharp guy, man. I wouldn't have him on the show if he wasn't a sharp guy. I appreciate it for coming on with me, man. Go check out his page on Twitter, man. Definitely go and follow my guy on Twitter at My God Knows a Guy. Go and follow me as well at J Money is Money, man. You can follow his. He'll have the info up there about his YouTube channel, Sport X Insights, NBA betting today, all that good stuff, man. He bets everything. So I know I specialize in NBA. He does NFL, college football, college. Everything, man. So we definitely collabing on some more stuff, man. I sprinkled on Raptors plus 1.5, but Celtics is my play today, guys. First half -1, full game -2.5. I'll go with that official. I lean Kings early. Let's see. I'd lean the Knicks. I lean the Knicks early as well. Lean Timberwolves, guys. Heavy lean Timberwolves. If things go right early.
I lean Raptors and Wizards.
Got you. I know my guy lean Suns, but heavy lean Timberwolves for me. I think it's a really good spot for them. The Raptors, like I say, heavy lean Raptors plus 105. I sprinkled on it. Lean Bulls as well, man. But Celtics play today. Y'all see the green. Let's cash, man. Let's get some green. Maybe smoke some green, whatever y'all want to do, man. Yeah, I'm finna fire up some green too then. Fuck it. Just for the Celtics. Go pick some 3-leaf clovers, man. Let's cash.
Run up that like button for J Money.
Yeah, y'all hit the like button. I've been doing this shit 7 days, man, all week. No break. Shark's not here today. He wanted to take a little break. I can't blame him. I didn't take a break, man. Y'all hit the like button. Hit the subscribe.
Someone said that in the chat. I'm gonna look it up, y'all. I'm gonna look it up.
We'll see what's happening.
We'll see.
It's a terrible spot for the Blazers.
Yeah.
It's a terrible spot for the Blazers. Just know that. 10 game. This is the 16. This is 10 games in 16 days. 5 games in 7 nights. Coming off 4-game road trip back at the house. Their coach talking shit once again. It could come to fruition. They could help him out. It could go the other way, and the team not want to play for him. Let's go, Raptors. Let's go, Celtics. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button. Leave some comments, guys, after the show. Let me know whatever you're betting. Let me know where you're watching from. Leave those comments. I'll make sure I get back to everybody. We out. Go follow us on Twitter. My guys, we out.